Yo, yo, yo. Hey, everybody out there. Haven't done any videos in a little while, been kind of flaky. Trying to figure out what the heck I want to actually do for folks in videos, and I guess what would be fun or interesting to myself. Anyway, I was thinking it might be worth kind of talking through what I've been learning for processes on the MPC. This will apply on the Live, the One, X, XL, MPC3. I've been kind of playing around with the Pro Pack, especially the Matrix and Arrange mode, and just trying to kind of figure some stuff out. So I'm just going to talk through it. I know I just did like a month of no talking videos, and not sure how many people caught those or kind of thought through what I was doing. But given that, I'm going to just start trying to load something up. So I'm just going to go for an expansion. I'm not going to be super precious about what I go for. Just try and find something that maybe has like lets me know what the key it's in and BPM. So I have at least an idea of what I'm kind of working with, even though I don't always go with it, but I kind of dig this one. This one sounds cool. So a few things. I want to talk about like how do you get more out of the new MPC firmware 3.6, 3.7, and some of the things we can do if you get like the MPC pads. But for now, let's just kind of just knock out something here. I feel like I was rushing that a little bit. And it's good to knock that back. All right, that seems fine. So we got like a little bit of a pattern going. Let's see if I like these hats. All right, so we just got like a little bit of a pattern going. I'm not messing with any of the MPCE stuff yet. Sometimes it can be fun to do it after you've laid some stuff down because it'll give you a sense of kind of like what you had playing. But I'm thinking, well, let's not do that. I just want to like really quickly, I just want to go from 2 bars to 4. I just like to work usually in 4 bars. Sometimes I'll do 8, but it can be easier to get lost out there. I kind of like this. A couple things to note is you can see here it's a loop, and as long as we hold it down, it's going to keep playing. If we let go, it's going to fade out and then stop playing. Seems cool, but kind of can't play it in different areas. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go sample edit. It's the last pad that I was just playing. I want to go to Trop, and we're just going to go regions. Let's just do 16. So I have something kind of like, I can do slices. Normally I would hold down shift and go to convert. Since we only have 16 slices, I don't need to make a new drum kit out of this necessarily. What we can do instead is if I just go back to main, I can now go to 16 levels, and we have this new slice mode. So you normally have like velocity tune, some other ones. Slice allows us to take and play up to 16 slices on a pad. So you can kind of move around. They don't sound like super different, so maybe that's not super interesting for some people here, but you'll see that the application will be a little bit different as we move around. So I just want to kind of do this. So I don't know if I like the pattern or not, but I'm going to leave it. We'll kind of keep moving around here. Let's see what else we got. Like sleigh bells. I'm not really feeling it right now. So like I was expecting we're going to have a little bit more samples to kind of go play with. Maybe we don't. I can load some stuff in though. So let's see what's on Bank B. Absolutely nothing. All right, cool. We're going to go browser. Let's go to places, and I'll just go out of my own kits here. Samples and stuff. Style. Let's see what we got under like some of the hip hop space. Black Octopus. Midwest Lo-Fi. Bass. Let's see. A minor. I may not find anything that's in the space that we want for C minor. Those are all drums. Guitar. Do we have any C minor in here? C sharp, C minor. So, and we're not playing anything melodic, so I don't have to be in C minor, but in case we come back. Seems kind of fast. This might be fun. I need some effects, but I kind of dig this one. So I'm just going to go load to pool. Actually, we should have assigned it right here. MWLF C minor. So we'll go here, browse, and go sample assign. We've got the B pad. Just drag it over. And what I want to do now is just go sample edit. And as I said, we're just going to go here. Maybe we'll try threshold. See how it does. I don't know, seems kind of fun. So now that we've got this spread out, we just go to B bank, get the pad here. This is going to keep playing. But if we go to 16 levels, again, we're just going to go slice and all right, we don't have anything on these other pads. Let's start over. All right, I kind of want a little bit of something else here. I'm going to go FX. We're kind of already filled here. So I'm just going to go put an effect on the specific pad. Holding down menu, I'm just going to hit the pad 5, which is associated with the track edit. And we just go in here. Kind of want some like delay or something maybe. Feedback's going to be way too high. Let's turn that down. Now, let's say I'm just fine with it. We'll leave it. So again, like all we were able to, we're just using the 16 levels, we were able to take this pad and slice it up. Let's go see what else we got out here. Let's go see. I don't think there was anything bass-wise that was in the right key here. Good to have a couple options. We could come down and pitch something down. Like we could try this. I'm not going to hold my breath, but let's just load it. All right, again, menu, pad 15. Global, go to semi, let's go down to full octave. All right. Wait, we don't want to do that for the whole kit. We want to do it just for the specific track. I don't think tuning is going to be too small. Sample, semi, there we go. All right, let's go sample edit. I'm going to stop everything. What I'm going to do here is, it looks like we have 8 different chunks if we go by region. I'm not going to worry about, I kind of like the extra like little articulations and the playing at like, I don't know, it seems like it's half notes or something. Anyway, let's just kind of leave it and see where we go with this. I'm just going a little wild, but all right, so if we come in, go 16 levels, this should. Couple things. We're hearing a little click. I want to fix that. Need to go into the amp, and we just want to do this for pad B02, which is fine. We can dial in here. Sounds a lot better. I didn't mean to move the decay. Let's undo that. Undo. Meant to do just the attack. I'm trying to get it like around a millisecond or so. See how it sounds. All right. I mean, it seems fine. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this. I'm hoping it works. All right, we can definitely hear there's too much high end. We're going to need to filter it. I'm just going to go menu and back into the track. We're going to go to effects. I'm going to do, instead of doing like one of the grander effects, we're just going to come in to the second effects page. And I'm going to change this from high pass to low. And I'm just going to dial it in. Like around 1 to 1.5K. I feel like we're losing the drums here a bit. At the limiter and stuff. We might be hitting that too hard. I need to take the gate down a bit. So if you don't know, on this second effects page, there's, I want to say like 15 or 20-ish different things. So you can come in and kind of tighten stuff up a bit and not be using like some heavier effect processing if you just got like one sample that you're trying to work with. So definitely like keep an eye out for that. Don't like hesitate to reach for it. There's a lot of stuff that sounds pretty good. All right, what else do we need? I'm going to go notes. And we're C minor. Let's see if we can go even like a sub bass or something. I'm going to go new track, plug in. Let's go see if we can find something under mini D's to start. I want bass sub. Let's go start with Woo 808. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just going to play something out. Kind of feel like there's too much high end on this other note that we've got that's on B01. I want to take and cut. I want to filter this down. So let's do low pass, but we're not going to go as extreme, like maybe 12K. Yeah, let's see how this sounds. I'm even thinking like 7K. That'd be good. I want a little soft clipper. It gives it a little more edge. All right. Kind of feeling like getting a little something here. Let's go name this. Go sub bass. Close that out. Make a new plugin. Kind of want a little lead-ish sound in here, maybe. We're kind of like glitchy, moving around. I can hear we're clipping a bit. Let's turn it down. We'll worry about mixing in a bit. So what I kind of like about this Abyss patch is it kind of fades in and out. So I'm just going to try and work with it. We'll see how we like it. So it kind of like has like a natural movement to it, which just makes it kind of fun. I feel like we need, like, a thing I try and do is I try and kind of come in and throw everything in the kitchen sink sometimes and then worry about breaking it down. So let's kind of think about what do I do for some kick and snare here. And it fits in there okay. Maybe we don't layer 2 kicks at the same time, but I want to have them as options. So let's go do it. Here too. So the clap is one of the ones. I think I want to come in and do some MPC E edit. I was kind of moving around the pad a little bit, somewhat intentionally, somewhat unintentionally, but let's go do a little bit of a mod matrix on it. So first up, I'm gonna go MPC E. Let's go pad X. Then we'll go here, MPC E, pad Y. And start with cutoff. We'll go resonance. Now we're gonna have to go backwards, go negative, for this to kind of pull in and make some sound. So now we can hear the clap kind of moving around a bit. I think negative 24 sounds decent. Maybe we can come in here, make it like really crazy. But I think like 24 to 40 might be good. It's enough that it has like a subtle impact on the sound without like going super crazy. All right. What else do we need? Do we want any of these other sounds here? Let's see. I wonder if this one might work. Actually, any of these might work if they're pitched up. Let's go mess around with them. Now they're not cutting through. It might be some filters we've got on the some of the pads here. It's not working for me. So let's close this out. New track, plug in, see what we can find. I really dislike the a lot of the fabric strings because they have too much like wow and flutter on them. I'm gonna try Jura. Anybody that's like watched me before is gonna be like, no. I'm probably gonna like hate most of what comes out of it, but I'm gonna play around. We're gonna go pluck first. Nah. Not in love with any of those. We'll skip Mellotron. Maybe Selena. I like the standard strings. It sounds like a little bit cleaner. I'm going to grid edit. I'm gonna go edit the end of this one just so it doesn't cause me any headaches. I wonder, there's something here. Either the end needs to be adjusted, or we need like another half step note down. That was way too down. Let's transpose that up. Here? Maybe. Let's go edit the end. Just trying to... This one sounds kind of cool. All right, I'm digging that. That's fine. Kind of after complaining about the wow and flutter on fabric strings, I'm now going to come in and put some Flavor Pro and maybe add in some wow and flutter. So, as I was saying on MPC forums, haters gotta hate. So let's go with Flavor Pro. We'll do vinyl. We're not going to do cassette wow and flutter. We're going to be a little snootier than that. I want high pass filter though. Let's make it sound like squished. All right. Let's say I figure I have enough elements here to work with. I do want to move everything to the matrix view here, so we're going to end up with multiple things going on. A couple things to note. I'm going to delete out these default matrix clips, and a couple things. One, I want to explode the hip hop kit so that I can have multiple things going on here. I also need to rename this so that we can see when we're working on it what the heck it is. I like to try and keep it kind of clean so I actually know what the heck I'm working on. So step one, to explode this, it can be a little complicated from what I recall. I'm going to try something. So if this fails horribly, I know what the right thing to do is. But let's go here. We're going to go to a Arranger, and on this tab, hit the pencil. we'll go explode track. That's the normal way. What I'm going to do first, though, if we're on Arranger, I can hit this. It will copy what we just had in so the first rows, the top row is always your arrangement. And if you hit this, you'll just copy whatever's in your arrangement or you have currently selected to like the next one. It just duplicates it. So I want to see what happens when we explode it, if it will keep everything nice and organized for us, or if it's just going to not do anything. But I know how to do this if it doesn't do anything, but I just need to test this out because I forget. You cannot do explode. You have to be on arrangement to do explode. You have to be on this tab, and we go explode track. And it stops doing what it was doing and moves everything out. I'm just forgetting if we actually get fancy. Yeah, we're going to see. This is what the problem. When you do the explode, it doesn't put anything for the clips. So what we're going to have to do is, number one, track minus. I'm just going to go back to the first track here. We don't need this anymore. I'm not going to work with it. We're just going to delete it. So now we've got kick one. So I'm just going to come through while we're doing all this. I'm going to try and remember to rename everything and do all this stuff. So we're going to rename the track to kick one. Go to arrangement. Hit this to duplicate it down to the clip. And when we have it in the clip, then we can start kind of copying and pasting stuff around. Need to come back to this tab, hit the next one. We're going to go snare. I think we might only have one snare, but whatever. We'll call it snare one. Come here. We come back up to arrangement, tap the little thing. We copy it into the clip. And this will hopefully make sense because like you could take and make use track mutes and move things around to then push multiple sequences as you track mute across different sequences and then put it into song mode. I've kind of moved to preferring doing it this way where you're using the clip or the matrix view to do it. We know these are hats. So we're going to name this hats. Come back up to arrangement, duplicate it down. And I'll show you, like, hopefully this will make sense when I get back to it, but we're going to rename this to kick 2. And this is just so that we know we have multiple kicks. And we go arrangement and duplicate. Then we're back over. I guess this is a snare too. All right. They did not lie to me, and I did actually use it. So maybe I should have mute grouped these together so that when we did the explode, they'd stick together. But we are where we are, and I'm not going to go head back. So duplicate, back over. Got the clap. Let's go back here. And if this does look like a lot of work, yeah, I know. It's kind of busy work, but there's a couple of things either if somebody knows how to do this a little bit faster or has some tricks, I would love. I just haven't like kind of thought through it, but I'm just like mechanically, if I just do this and get it done, I know what I have and I can then work through the rest of my process faster. So arrangement, duplicate, I'm gonna go here. Just say guitar, boom, boom, and arrangement, copy to clip, go here. This is our next, this is our guitar loop. I think the other one was a guitar loop. Actually, this one's kind of like bassier, right? Like it's we'll go like low guitar loop. Go back to the other one and rename it in a second. Arrangement, copy. High guitar loop. Doink, doink. All right, we did not do sub bass yet, so we're going to go copy that over. Just want to check. Guitar loop does exist. Cool. Lead and string are the only two. So we're just going to go duplicate that. Lead, string, duplicate. Okay, we just did all this work. So now basically if I come to matrix, what you can see is, yes, I can play the arrangement just by hitting the play button and I'll play everything. And if I come in and play the second row, this is then playing all the clips. The nice thing though about this is, I can hold down here and just go copy and I'm going to paste further down. We'll paste at like 5 in case we want to kind of play around with some of these empty clips. But what this allows us to do is I can start thinking like, let's say this one here is my intro. I can kind of move around and decide like what do I want to actually have play as part of my intro. We can like say we don't want well, maybe we want hats. I'll delete out the kick, snare. Maybe we'll leave the clap. Don't want the tambourine, so we get rid of that. Now we got to decide like what of the instruments do we want here. Sub bass, we're going to delete that out. Let's go get rid of this low guitar. We don't even want the lead. Maybe we want the strings. But I can now play this, see what it sounds like. And then I can come in, and again, I can just like kind of paste in the next thing. That's way too much going on, as I figured, but we'll just start. We're going to keep deleting stuff out and kind of play around. So we're going to keep hats. Let's get rid of the kick. We'll keep the snare, no tambourine. So we're just kind of building up slowly. And this is like one of the things I like to do is like you just change a little bit, like every 4 bars. You just have something change. And if we start thinking that like as we go back and replay it, if something sounds really boring, we'll just come in and go edit it and maybe tweak some stuff to just change how it sounds. But I'm thinking like, how does this sound with from here? And we're going to re-trigger it at the end of the bar. How does it sound going into it with the lead and snares going? It's like a subtle change, but it's something like, it sounds kind of cool. All right, so we're pasting in everything back again. Let's kind of keep, whoops, I didn't mean to create a new one. We're just going to delete out some of this stuff. And once like you kind of get enough patterns, it's not so hard to kind of go up top, grab stuff, bring it down. Let's go delete this. Delete this. Maybe we'll bring in the kick, tambourine. So like I want to keep building. Now we got like our like kick drum going. Let's think about paste. We're going to delete out. Delete. Low guitar. Delete. Let's delete out this guitar. And a few more things. Like I want like that kick. It's going to come in and then like let's just actually pull out like all this stuff. And actually I want the low guitar to come in. We'll see how this sounds. Kind of like a fake, false-ish kind of drop or mini drop. Yeah, like that's kind of cool. Kind of dig it. All right. Let's actually like think about. Didn't mean to stop everything, but let's take out the strings. We're gonna go into more of like a traditional. Keep the low going. Let's get rid of the. I'm not going to bring the guitar back in yet. Hats, delete. Get rid of the snare and kick. Actually, no. We want to. Yeah, not this kick. Delete and not that kick. Okay. So, as I said, like kind of a mini drop. Like a little bit of an alternative thing. All right, what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to copy this because I want to build up some more from here. Let's bring the hats back in. So when we move down, we'll bring the hats, we'll bring this guitar back. And we'll start going back and editing stuff in a little bit, but I'm just trying to build like a bit of an arrangement here. Whoops. Just switch. Copy. Paste. I want to go a bit for a drop. I don't want to bring the strings back in, so let's paste that. Let's get rid of the lead. when we drop over, we'll get rid of the low bass. Let's get rid of clap. Like, we've had the clap going for a while. Let's delete the clap. Get rid of the tambourine. Delete. Let's switch over kick patterns. So I'm gonna have to come all the way up. Go copy. Paste. Grab the other snare. Copy. Paste. It might have been faster for me to just play them, but we need like something else to change here. All right, copy this, paste it. Actually, maybe it's another drop, kind of. Do this. I want a different hat pattern here. Let's go create it. So we're gonna stop. I'm gonna get this ready to start overdubbing, and yeah, we'll hit play. All right, so we just have like a different pattern, and like you can just do this with clips like pretty easily. Like if you want to just move stuff around or make some new things going. Like maybe I want to copy this now and have like this kick 2 be a ghost kick, or just do like a different pattern. Just go create. Move down. The problem is they were out of sync, so I'm just going to delete this. Delete the clip. We'll create it again, and I will go overdub. I mean, they're in sync, but we'll just move over. We need to bring the sub bass back in. Let's go create. We'll just play something else. Let's go record. Maybe it's time for a new lead. We'll copy all this again. I'm just gonna do like a little bit more here. Then we'll start working on like how do we get out of this, or how do we record this back to the arranger? So we'll go create. We'll move everything down to be in sync. Heck, maybe we should even have a new string pattern here. I'll do this. So like I feel like we kind of did like a drop. We did a transition to like something different. Let's go a little bit bigger. Let's go copy. Paste this. What do we have that we're missing? I think it's time to bring in our low guitar. High guitar. We've got 2 kicks going. We'll layer the kicks. Let's get the claps back. Maybe we don't need the tambourines. Let's see how this sounds when we switch. It might be too much. So maybe what we need like a transition in between. I'm just going to copy it, paste it in. Let's go delete this. We'll take the claps out. So that, whoops, delete. So we'll go into it. So the idea is we'll go from here. Maybe we should go high and then low. I don't know. Let's go delete this from here. Leave that there. We'll go copy. Maybe we go high. Paste. Let's do this again. Just listening to see what sounds good. So now we need to think about like what are we going back down to? Like what are we stripping out? Because I think like this is where we just kind of go from here, drop, outro, like 3-ish. We'll go copy 3-ish 4-bar loops here. Let's go paste. What have we had going on way too long? I think strings. Delete. Lead. It's fine. Sub bass. Delete. Kind of just brought the low guitar and the high guitar back in. I think we gotta just start nuking these. Hats can go. All right, let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. All right, not bad, not terrible. I'm gonna go paste. We're gonna take out the next stuff that's been going way too long. Delete, kicks gone, snare hat. We just barely brought the guitar in. I think lead goes. Delete. Then we'll do one more. Or whatever it is that we want for last sounds. I don't know, is it clap? Clap and low guitar that make the cut? It's kind of a weird way to go, but paste. Copy, paste. Oh, we didn't hit the mark. All right. Doesn't seem too bad. A couple things we need to do now. We got a big mixing mess to worry about, and I have to figure out how many 4-bar loops we have so we can record it back into the arranger. I'm just going to start by going to the arranger. We're going to go into the mixer, and I'm just going to kind of go by gut a little bit. So I'm going to try to get kick here. Go limiter. I want this to really be hitting about -9 dB, so ceiling needs to be a little bit lower. At -8.4 is not bad. For like the maximum, 8.6. 8.8. Okay, we're gonna go -5 here. Snares, I usually try to get to -15. Snares and kicks, You're trying to go negative 15, sometimes negative 20 if they're cutting through the mix too much. But we can see right now we're hitting negative 3, which is way too much. And this starts sounding kind of weird as you do it, but once you kind of get everything mixed out, it's not so bad. Like, I know I'm burying the claps right now, but keep in mind I'm playing everything at the same time too. Let's try and go for negative 15-ish. Tambourine, that's gonna be like negative 20 probably. We're hitting negative 12. Wow, we're going up pretty high. There's like other ways I'd probably do this like in a DAW, but this is how I'm doing it here. This is way too loud. Usually I want like higher end elements between negative 15, negative 20, sometimes as low as negative 30. Like the higher the frequency is, the lower you can usually go. With this low guitar, I'm thinking we want it negative 20. And that's because it's just kind of moving around. It's just a little bit tough to see exactly where we're at. Sub bass, it's close. I'm going to go put a limiter in here. And dynamics, limiter. Drop it down so we're hitting negative 9 dB. Oh, 1.4. I'm winging it. All right. It's going to be a bit too high. Negative 21, negative 20. Should be good. Roll over strings. Limiter. Yeah, negative 12 is too high. All right, next step. I'm going to come back to Matrix. Because we're not really playing everything at the same time, even though I can see like we're kind of clipping up here still, but for the most part, we're playing a little different. All right. This is where you kind of, on the back end of your chain, you're going to want like your compression and be able to separate out bass, mid, and high and kind of adjust them. I'm not going to bother with that today, but mostly just trying to show you guys like how I'd put this together. Okay, so we need a count for how many bars we've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. 15 times 4 will be 60, which means we need 60 bars. So I'm going to go back to main. We need to dial in bars to 60. Actually, I'm going to go 61 so that I can delete it, and then we can just kind of end at the end here. And if I remember correctly how to do this, we need to go to main. No, we'll go matrix. Let's go back up. If I remember correctly, you hold down the record. We're going to say to arranger and just start kind of playing through here. I'm just going to do a test to make sure this works right. Do like just a few bars here. All right. I'm just going to stop it for a minute. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to go back to Arranger, and we can see it's dropping stuff out here, which is good. So it should. Oh, we might be playing everything. Oh, that's right. It keeps all the loops here. We need to erase everything here. I'm going to go erase. Gonna remember where the button went to. Isn't it over on this side? Right there. Erase all. We just gotta delete it all from all tracks. Is there a faster way to do this? Probably just do it. Main. Is it faster to do it from here? It's been a while. It's a little while since I've done this. All right, track 1, 2, erase, do it, erase, do it, erase, do it. We're just gonna clear this out. It's one of the reasons why it is nicer just to start in track view to do everything, or in matrix view, not go to clips immediately instead of starting the arranger, but that's what I gotta do. All right, go back to matrix. Hold down, record or overdub to arrangement, and we'll just start recording. A couple things. The setting is currently set by default to go to at 1 bar to transition. Excuse me. Oh, no. I'm going to undo all that. All right, do this again. Hold down, overdub to arrangement. My sneezing caused me a problem here. So by default, if you go to here, it's going to tell you quantization's 1 bar. So you just have to make sure you keep iterating. Like when you're on the last bar, just tap it. And you can just kind of work your way through. You can let it loop multiple times if you want. It will actually transition at the in between if you want as well. So you can do some fun stuff. I'm not looking to do anything fancy at the moment. We're just trying to record this over. Oops, I almost messed myself up here. Do that. So we got crazy clipping. So I got work I got to go back to do to fix the mix here. Oh no. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. It's in the track now. I go back and fix that later. I think 19's our last row here. Now, I'm going to hit stop after this loops a little bit into one of the measures. There we go. All right. So if we go look at the arranger, we should see stuff coming in and out all over the place. And you can kind of go see what you've got in here. You can punch in and punch out to add in extra elements if you want, but we should be able to play for this from the beginning. We might need to tell it to play these tracks. I think that was just telling us it was playing the clips. So with this, we can go back. If we wanted to go work on things, we can, but I expect I should end on bar 60 instead of 61. I just let the extra 61 be there so it didn't loop back over and then start recording back into the beginning of the arrangement. I didn't want that to happen. A couple other things here. We do want to go near the end because that's where it was getting like clipping problems. So I can hear it there. So I'm just going to go from 40 to 41. We'll just play, and we're going to come into the mixer. Let's take a look at what the heck's going on here. Well, kick 1 is at -2 dB, which is well above what I wanted it to be. Maybe I forgot to go edit it down. -9.2 dB seems much more reasonable. And now we're not clipping. So we probably just fixed that problem. I maybe just didn't do it correctly. What else is in here? Good point for doing different kinds of like track volume filter sweeps if you wanted to do some of that. Sorry, just if you want to do some of that. My dog was just making a weird noise. I was like, what the heck is going on over there? So at this point, like, if you're doing filter sweeps to bring things in, could be a thing to do. I'm going to kind of, let's go unwind this. Go back to start at 1 and at 60. So we have like all this stuff playing. Why do we... Yeah, you can hear like something got, when it must have looped around or when I made the mistake in the middle. Probably should go fix that. Let's go back to the arranger. We can see we got one magic note here. So let's go grid edit. Arranger, did I not get on the right track? Or go back to grid edit. We're looking at the clip or the arrangement. You might not be able to see there. I can see that note. Let's go main. Let's go to arranger. Here we go. Grid edit. Yep. Just go select the note and go shift cut. There we go. Let's say we want to filter sweep in the strings. We'll go dial the strings in, and we do have we should have plenty of slots here. Actually, we got Flavor Pro, so we could have the low pass filter be something we can control. So if we're looking here, very, I don't know, do we have low pass filter? High pass, low pass right here. So we could, yeah, maybe that's like a little, oh, I want to undo the high pass change and low pass. So go low pass. Let's find where we want to start. Okay, we want to start here. I'm just going to have it kind of like open up as we play. So I'm going to hit the read write button. So we're now in write mode. I'm going to play from the start. And like, if I want to vary this over time, just kind of automate it by hand through the track. Because it does help keep it interesting. Sometimes it's like fun to just open stuff all the way up. So we'll try and get the settings roughly where they were before. So then we carry over. I think the high end was open pretty good. I think it was high pass filters kind of taking the bottom out. Up again. On that higher part of the guitar, I kind of want another changing sound. So let's go do that. Like I feel comfortable with what we just do with the strings. Go back to main. We've got sub bass, low. We got high guitar. We don't have a whole lot to go play with, but I don't know that we have like air delay is not doing anything here, so we can go just delete this out since it's not doing anything. How about Flavor Pro? Might be maybe doing nothing. I want to leave Flavor Pro. Let's go in here though, and I want to like make it crunchy, and I kind of sometimes like either resampler or bit crush here. Let's just go see what we get. Yeah, I think I like bit crush. So I did just accidentally write in some events. We're going to take those out. Let's start with it clean. Slowly kind of bring it in. Take it down a little. It's gone. We'll let it open back up again when it comes back. The bass might need to open up a bit more in some of these parts too. All right, I'm going to leave that open. Let's think about the bass. What does the bass need? Main, get back to bass. So we're using limiter here for the sub bass. All right, we can go into the track and see what we've got. If it's either EQ or something else. Let's kind of go look around. Modifiers, filter, like the cutoff. Maybe it just needs to be like opened up a little bit more sometimes. We'll just mess around with it, see how it sounds. We can always undo it if we don't like it. I don't think we have it actually opened yet. The only thing is I fear having that last one be super open. It sounds like it should have been doing something else. We're going to start a little bit higher open, kind of bring it back to where it was. Open it back up again. Open it up again. Go to new home around 1500. Then it's just start kind of slowly bringing it back down. I don't know. I'm kind of cool with that. The collapse probably needs something to close them out as we're coming out. I feel like it's just a simple filter collapse. So I'm going to go, we'll go back to like bar 50-ish and kind of play around. All right, we're going to go delete the delay again because we know it wasn't being used. Go filter, select, get into the filter. And I'm just going to play from here. And I think this is slowly bring ourselves down. All right, wait, that's bad because we started back at the beginning. I am going to undo that. Let's undo all of that. I'm going to go to main. I'm just going to make my life easier and turn looping off so we don't hit this problem again. Let's go back out to 50. And we'll do that again. And go play. Back into filter. Oh, nuts. Well, we did record it. I didn't hit undo fast enough. Must have undone. How does it sound from the beginning? Okay, we got to fix this. All right. We've recorded some automation we didn't want at the beginning of the track. We're just going to go to grid edit. I need to go up here, automation, and we need to select filter cutoff. And as you can see, it starts open and then we need it to be up. So I'm just going to grab the pencil tool, draw it up, and try to get it. There we go. I think we're good. It can be a little annoying doing some of these things, but it's fine. All right. I'm just going to give it one more listen to, and then I don't think I'm fixing the middle part. Just trying to make sure it has enough like motion to it and stays kind of interesting. Right there at like 28 to 30, kind of lands a little flat, but 38 at 28 and see what the heck we did wrong here, or what can we do to fix it. I think like the bass just needs to do something. I don't know, let's just give it a try. Yeah, I'm gonna undo that, but it was in the right space. I just wasn't thinking I had to go for 4 bars, but I did it wrong again. Maybe we need to actually just take that and go a little bit further. Let's get the automation out of the way. Go to grid mode. We're kind of playing right here. This is just messed up because I did this weird. I recorded 5 bars, which is, or yeah, I think I recorded 5 bars here, which is wrong. But it's kind of, we're stuck with it now. So let's just go here, go back, we'll go shift, copy, shift, paste. Let's go back, let's just see how it sounds. And I think I'm kind of, what in the world did I do there? I probably recorded extra notes on accident. Looks like it. Let's go shift, cut. See if it's okay. We can see there's like some extra ghost notes on some of these where there's just like a accidental extra hit. I don't want to kick in here. I know I'm asking to make myself more headache, but I kind of want like, not that one. I want to go 16 levels. I want to go velocity. There we go. I think I'm kind of done. This is like, feels like it's good enough. All right, guys. Hopefully this helps some folks out there that are trying to use the new MPC firmware to do some stuff. Hopefully it shows you. Yeah, I mean, I make some mistakes from time to time. Kind of goofed up. Sneezing in the middle doesn't help, and recording this stuff, you get to show off all the goofy stuff you're doing. So if anybody has any suggestions for stuff to make the process faster, better, or more resilient, drop some notes in the comments. If this helps you out or you're looking for some other stuff you're interested in, I think I'm probably going to move to doing fewer videos, but try and do like more long form, just like trying to force myself to get back into making a lot more music on whatever device I feel like, and trying to get more start to finish so I have something that's like fairly decent I can go upload on YouTube. For folks that actually are interested in the project files, I am uploading them for Patreon subscribers, as well as videos that are ad-free. So if you're looking for ad-free or you want some project files to go mess with, feel free to join over on Patreon, grab some stuff, download it, and check it out. Beyond that, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.